everyone, Alastor Prime here. Merry Christmas to all. I'm pre-recording this now, but this video is going to be set to release on December the 25th, obviously on Christmas. Again, Merry Christmas to all for those who celebrate. And even if you don't, still, happy holidays regardless. So let's just go ahead and go over the collection one more time. So here we got the Quintessence, right? Like the Sharktacon Gnaw, the Bailiff, the Alicon, the Quintesson Judge himself, the little bailiff over there, or the little prosecutor in the movie. And then there's back here like all the stuff, like the trailers, like there's Nemesis Prime's trailer, Rodimus Prime's trailer, the one that came with Long Haul, Astro Train, the parts for Shockwave, even the blocky parts for Superion. I took them apart, so now they're separate. So here we got all my collaboration figures like the Mandalorian, Naboo N1 Starfighter, Ectotron 1, which is Ecto 1, Gigawatt, which is the DeLorean. I still forgot the name of the Jeep from Jurassic Park, but here he is. I figured I'd get this one over the other one, because I could get the other one too. And there's the T-Rex that goes with him. Yeah, so I could get the other Jurassic Park collab, but then it's like, too much Jurassic Park. And then plus, the Jeep and the T-Rex is more iconic in the movie, I feel like. Well, anyway, we have the Party Wallop over here with the Leonardo configuration. I don't know if I'm going to get 3 more of him and put him in like the Raphael configuration, one as the Michelangelo, and then one as the Donatello, just to have all 4 turtles. It makes sense to do that, to be honest, but then I don't know. Anyway, then we have the Naruto and Gamakichi. Yeah, the Naruto collab with Gamakichi over here, Kurama right there. And that's really about it for the collab stuff right now. I'm just waiting on the what is it, like a price drop for the Twin Mill, because that's the only one I'm really gonna get for the Hot Wheels collab, is just the Twin Mill. Anyway, so here's the Star Raiders. Here's Ferex, Cannonball, Filch, Road Pig, Thundertron. Overall, pretty good. Then here are the Predacons like Magmatron, Skybite, Dinobot. I still need to research these 2 fossilizers. Here's Tarantulas right over there. Here's Agent Ravage. Here's Scorponok. Here's a new addition to the collection. Age of the Prime's Quick Strike. I'm glad I picked him up. Black Arachnia, Inferno. Beast Wars Megatron. Yes. And of course, Waspinator. And then Pterosaur over there. Again, I know Spindle and Master Dominus are quote-unquote part of the Wreckers. But, yeah, they fit more with the Beast Wars stuff. Then we got Cheetor, Tigertron. Crazy how Tigertron and Cheetor are, like, there's a height difference between the 2. I thought they would be, like, the same size or something, since they're, like, almost the same thing. Then we have Leo Prime, Rhinox, Optimus Primal, Rat Trap, Tasmanian Kid. Oh, I gotta adjust this a bit. There we go. Air Razor, Silverbolt. I can't wait to get my hands on the Age of the Prime's Razor Claw, because I had the original, and the Big Convoy. I don't know. Should they really call him Big Convoy in the US? Maybe they should have changed his name to Mammoth Prime or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? But with that being said, let's go ahead and switch up over here now. So we got Dreadwing over there, Soundwave. We got Crasher, we got Tarn, Astro Train, Bludgeon, Airwave, the Refractor team. I'm just calling them a team because they're all named Refractor. And then we got Storm Shadow over here. Then Knockout, Shockwave, Megatron, which has begun to yellow, but I'm working on getting the 86 Megatron. So when I do get him, I will review that. And then, of course, the cassettes, Laserbeak, Ravage, Rumble, Frenzy, Ratbat, even the Minicon Blackout, Barricade, Brunt, Scourge, Galvatron, Slugslinger, Shadow Striker is Sideways, Nemesis Prime, Octane, Cyclonus. I can't wait for the updates because I know they're gonna redo Cyclonus in the 86 line. So that's another one who I plan to replace because my Cyclonus is from the Kingdom line, so obviously that's starting to yellow a little bit in the joints. So as you guys can see, I decided to let all the combiner teams breathe as individuals now. So there's Motor Master, there's Demolisher from the Armada line. And of course, here's the Baroness right before Nemesis. There's Blitzwing, there's Skyquake, there's Scorpion, there's Cobra Commander, Windsweeper and his two partners here. There's Prime Universe Breakdown, Shrapnel, Kickback, and Bombshell, Ruckus, Dead End, Armada Wheeljack, Lockdown, Vortex, Carnivac, Wild Rider, Drag Strip, Flatline, Destro, The Seekers, Starscream and Thundercracker, the Constructicons themselves, Scrapper, Hook, Long Haul, Scavenger, Bone Crusher, Mixmaster. But did I say Drag Strip already? I think I did. Then there's the Scorpion that came with Scorpion. Then there's Dirge. No, that's Ramjet. I'm sorry, folks. Ramjet, Slipstream. Here's Dirge. And then here's Thrust, Spinister, Breakdown, Skywarp, and then on this end here we have Skylinks, Trailbreaker. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this new, the new wave that we're getting for Age of the Primes? Honestly, I'm not gonna really pick up anybody from that wave too much. Maybe just Power Glide, I think. So we got Spirit Iron Knife here. We got Pipes, RC, Windblade. Did I mention Skylinks? I think I did. I hope I did. Well, if not, anyway, here, there he is. There's Springer, there's Smokescreen. Yeah, I'm not going to get the Prime Universe Smokescreen either. Then there's Fireflight, Silverbolt, Chromia, Crosshairs, Blur, Inferno, Topspin, Impactor, Iron Fist, Heat Wave, Air Raid, Beachcomber, Snake Eyes, Slammer. Let's see. Twin Twist. Yeah, there we go. Ironhide. Generations Drift. Hound, Sunstreaker. Prowl. Skids. Slingshot. Or am I confusing him with Skydive? There's Hot Rod before he becomes Rodimus. There's Prime Universe, Bulkhead, and then there's Strong Arm from the RID 2015. Again, any other figure from RID, I would like to see 2015 RID. Um, damn, who am I thinking of right now from RID? Drift, I guess. But how they've been stingy with minicons so far, I don't know. Another RID figure, I guess, would be who? Because I feel like if they do RID Grimlock, it would just be a repaint of the 86 one, maybe. But anyway, we got Wheeljack over here. We have Mirage. We got Warpath, Leadfoot, Brawn, Bumblebee, little static figure of Krenix. I don't think I'm gonna get Krenix at all. Other people are happy to get Krenix. I mean, it doesn't really do me none for Krenix. And then we got Timber over there. Because to me, Krenix is just a civilian. Ooh, I know who I want to get from RID 15. It would be Fix It. I feel like that'd be the only character out of RID 2015 I would like to get. It would be Fix It. But I don't know if there is a Fix It figure out, but it's not an Age of the Primes. I think that's a Japanese exclusive figure in Takara's line. But I don't know how he's going to scale. Anyway, over here we have Blaster, Steeljaw, and Ramhorn. Sideburn, Hotshot, Optimus, Rodimus, Perceptor, Six Gun, Red Alert, Swoop, Sludge, Snarl, Slag, Grimlock, and of course 86 Wheelie on the shoulder. I got rid of the static figure because I'm like, I'm not too big of a fan of static figures. The Daniel static figure, I guess I'll keep. I gotta position that a little better, but I don't know about that though. And then there's the Legacy Alita 1, Broadside. I keep hearing all these rumors about the way how they want to do Broadside. I don't know about or feel comfortable with him being a Titan. If they're gonna do him, but I guess we'll see how it plays out. And then here's Road Hauler, Scarlet, Cup, Cliff Jumper, Huffer, Eject and Rewind, Skydive himself. No, wait. Skydive, Fireflight, Air Raid. Wait a minute. Obviously, Air Raid, Fireflight, Slingshot. Yep, Skydive. Okay. There's so many names to remember, I kind of fuck it up sometimes. Slam Dance, Sandstorm, Hoist over there, Override, Jazz, Duke, Ratchet, Chase, Heavy Duty, Wreck-Gar, Ultra Magnus, and Jetfire. Uh, who else from the Rescue Bots team? There's like two more members of that team, I think. And then, of course, we got the big boy himself, Tripticon, Tidal Wave, and I had nowhere else to put Motor Master's trailer. And then, of course, the boy Scorponok himself, Star Optimus, Omega Supreme, my Metroplex. I love this version of Metroplex, honestly. I've had the original, so I'm sticking with this one in case they reissue or redo the Thrilling 30s one. I don't know what they plan to do with that, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm not getting rid of this Metroplex because, like I said, I've had this one originally as a child. So yeah. And then of course Fortress Maximus. I still gotta put on the rest of his stickers. I've just been too lazy to do that because it's like, bruh, it's stickers, man. Like, come on, you're doing too much. You're killing me here. Anyway, so let's move back down here to the primes now. So we have, let's start over here better. So we have the original members of the 13, right? We have Onyx Prime, the brand new Quintus Prime who just arrived in the mail the other day. Let's see, Alpha Trion over here, Vector Prime, Alchemist Prime, Prima Prime, Micronus Prime, Solus Prime and her lover, Megatronus, Star Optimus himself. I mean, interchangeable between the two because if you go with the new continuity, I think it is, Optimus is the 13th member, where in other older continuities, it's Sentinel, and then sometimes in other continuities, Sentinel is like the successor after the original 13, just like Nova over here. But that's really gonna be it for now. I'm gonna do another once I get other various figures like the Combaticons, Amalgamus. Let's see who else. Yeah, the remaining members of the Combaticons, Amalgamus, Sideways from Armada, Big Convoy, Razor Claw, um, Twin Mill, and I think maybe Power Glide. Don't quote me on the Power Glide though. At least that's it for the newer figures. Now anything like beyond that, like older, I'm thinking like the older figures as for like the Combiner Wars Victorion, because the way how I mapped out the combiners, like it's not fair for either side, because if I go with Superion, Defensor, Computron, boom, that's 3 combiners, right, for the Autobots. Victorion is 5, and then if they do Rail Racer, that's 5, right? Wait, no, correction, I'm sorry. I forgot how to count, apparently. So, Superion, 1. Defensor, 2. Computron, 3, right? Victorion, 4. Rail Racer, 5. Now, for the Decepticons, boom. Devastator, 1. Minosaur, 2. Bruticus 3. Predaking 4. If they do Abominus, 5. Right? So, I'm not too familiar or big on Abominus because Abominus hasn't been in too much Transformers media. I know he was in the show, in the 80s show, if I'm not mistaken. At least in the American side of it. But there hasn't been much exposure to him. So I'm not too big on him. So we'll see how they plan to do things. So I actually want to hold off on Victorion because they might do I don't know if they'll do a reissue of Victorion or they're gonna do an update of Victorion that is more down to scale or with better articulation, stuff like that, you know. So let's see how they plan to do it. Also, some older figures I do want to chase after is like Energon Snowcat, um, the Idiot Duo from Cybertron, Ransack and Crumble Zone. I do want to get. I do hope that they give us a new version of Blackout. I'm really with that because this right here is the only real version of Blackout we have apart from animated or freaking Bayverse. Now, if they were to give us an updated animated Blackout, then I would have been all in for that. But no, they want to give us animated Ratchet right now. Come on, man. Give us some of the animated Decepticons already. What's taking y'all so long for that? Well, all right then. Enough of me rambling and ranting. This is Alastor Prime here, folks. Wishing y'all a very, very happy and Merry Christmas. And a lovely holiday and a Happy New Year.